So now that we talked about our emotions, Miss Kendra wants you to kind of tell me how you're feeling. Are you feeling happy, or maybe you're angry, maybe you're sad? No matter how you're feeling, make sure that you talk it over with a trusted adult, whether that's your parents, your teacher, or a guidance counselor. We want you to talk about it because it's not okay. So, guess what time it is? It's time for a little story. So, on this week's episode, we're going to talk about a character that I created, Roscoe. Roscoe is a chocolate lab, and I created him to be the mascot of Changing Generations. Changing Generations is a nonprofit 501c3 organization that we are going to be partnered with to bring our reading program to a wider range. And so we're excited about that. And so I'm just going to give you a snippet of the story. So in this story, it was a dog who was born. His family, they were show dogs and therapy dogs. And when his mom had her litter, he was the run of the litter. As he grew up with his siblings, he couldn't do anything that they could do. They could sit, roll. They knew how to be still and not be distracted. But oh, not Roscoe. Have you thought of a time when you had a chance, or your parents or your teacher told you to sit still and you couldn't, right? It's natural. Anyway, his parents grew concerned and they tried so hard. But no matter what Roscoe did, he couldn't be what his siblings were, and he couldn't mirror what his parents were. Oh, his siblings would just laugh at him and pick on him. And guess what? It made Roscoe very sad. Have you ever been picked on? Whether it was from someone in school or maybe a sibling. Remember, it's not okay to be bullied and picked on. And be sure to tell someone how you feel. Tell your teacher, tell your principal, tell your mom, but please be sure to tell it. So getting back to the story, Roscoe, he was sad. And he just felt like he was a failure. He cried and he just was so sad. So eventually his parents decided that it was time for Roscoe to go to the pound. Maybe there, he could be with people or other animals, right? That can just have, teach him and love him. But his family felt that because he wasn't according to what they thought he should be, he didn't fit the family mold. Believe it or not, boys or girls, sometimes that's true in some families. That, families want you to be this or act like this. And sometimes we feel different. Well, anyway, getting back to the story. So Roscoe arrives to the pound, the pet pound, and he's being abandoned by his family. And he can't He's like, Mom, please, I'll try harder. Dad, don't give up on me. His siblings bickering and laughing. Bye, bye, run, run, run. You'll never be nothing. So when he got to the pet pound, that was the first time actually that he received individual attention. It was the first time that he received love. And so he got to know the animals of the pound, and some of the animals were nice and some of them were mean. Some of them reminded him that he might be there for a long time. Oh, Roscoe, buddy, join the club. You're going to be here for a very long time. Oh, so when he went to his sleeping area, he was just lost of words. He felt so low. And he just wondered, is something wrong with me? Can I become something? Can anyone ever see the light in me? But guess what? One day everything would change because there was a woman by the name of, can you guess? Miss Kendra. There was a woman by the name of Miss Kendra looking for a mascot for her newly founded nonprofit organization. And so she looked around for the perfect animal. She wasn't for sure what animal. Was it going to be a cat? Was it going to be a dog? But she knew that she wanted to have something that came from the pound. And oh, when she looked at Roscoe, it was love at first sight. And she even started to sing the song as she walked over. You are my sunshine. Now, Miss Kendra can't sing, so I'm not going to hurt your ears. Can you sing? So we'll sing a little bit. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Don't you ever take my sunshine away. So Miss Kendra, she goes over to him and she looks at the worker and she says, you know what? I'll take this one. That moment, Roscoe felt like, wow, I can feel loved. Wow, someone does want me. Sometimes you just have to be patient. In life, it can be very hard when you feel abandoned, and it can hurt, especially when it comes from your family. But Miss Kendra wants you to know and continue to be brave, stay encouraged, and keep the faith. Because as long as you can look up, you can get up. And so Miss Kendra says, you know what, Roscoe, you're going to be the mascot of changing generations. And you're going to help other kids that maybe experience things just like you. Kids are going to look up to you, especially those that have been abandoned or, treated ill will. And for the first time, Roscoe realized that maybe it wasn't a bad idea that he went through those things. Because how better else could he encourage another little girl, little boy, big girl, big boy to keep believing in themselves hadn't he experienced anything? And so you'll soon meet Roscoe, right? Yeah, because he's the mascot of our partner organization. So, boys and girls, that's our story for today. And you can catch it again on our podcast. That keep the faith. And no matter what, don't give up. If no one believes in you, remember this. Miss Kendra, I believe in you.